Alright, so I put this off for like days and days, and it's a reading of some questions I actually asked, but I'm just making a video so I can take it off of my um, you know, reading rug or whatever it is. So this is the Archangel Power cards, and then this is the Archangel cards, and then there are the Metatron Oracle cards, and then these are just some runes. Um, so basically, this is Sandalphon uses the Metatron Oracle cards, and then these are the Metatron cards, where you know, I guess, and then oh no, this is just some goblin that showed up with these cards, and I'm doing a bad job of like this intro because I don't really know where to start because I thought I was just gonna read these cards, and then I ended up having to look up individual angels and then look up, the Book of Enoch. So I'm just gonna spit some stuff out. Anyway, okay, so it started with the Archangel cards. We got first, second, third, and fourth row. First, and then of course it goes like that. And I was thinking, okay, if these are Sandalphon's cards and these are Metatron's cards, and this is like some kind of this is like ancestral, I guess, spirit guide, then what are these about? And basically it's individual other angels that aren't part of they may be one of the archangels. There's 7 of those. Anyway, so I noticed all the cards, all the angels that kept popping up. Well, there was Uriel popped up first, and he even popped up first here, and then Haniel, she even popped up like second repeatedly. And I guess they wanted me to go and read up on who Haniel is, or I knew how to say that until just now. But so strength, will, and guidance. This is your moral and integrity. Your moral strength and your integrity is helping you to turn the wheel of fate, or to change things in your situation. And Sandalphon is, of course, guidance. Ariel, she is like my particular guardian angel for my day of birth. And what she does is she actually helps provide material things you might need, whether it's, could be some soap, or maybe you need shoes, whatever it is. She'll hook you up. Jeremiah, and I'm butchering the name, he is someone that helps you to get organized and also remain objective yet compassionate whenever you are reviewing things in your life. Now that's going to come up again whenever this comes up. Anyway, and Sandalphon, what he does is he will guide you towards people who are also searching for the same things you are, soul tribe, whatever. So we got Sun, Leap of Faith, and Haniel. The Archangel Uriel, he is an angel that, well, he controls things like electricity, light, fire, and Metatron. Well, I can't help but notice it. Leap of Faith and the guidance for Sandalphon. Anyway, so, and this video isn't going to make any sense, and I don't care. So, Archangel Haniel. She has moon energy. She's one of the few archangels that is in a feminine form. She is um, she directs and helps you to learn about messages from the divine, all matters of intuition, psychic, and other spiritual gifts like that. And Uriel, to me, he's like the tutor. Whenever you are, whenever it's about Uriel, wisdom, knowledge, and Hanael with the psychic and divine intuition. All right, I'll come back to that. Ace of Ariel, King of Gabriel, and Chariot. Now, Ariel, she is one of the archangels that is a provider. This particular card is about getting assistance and things and material things that you need. So, getting some assistance so that you can overcome some obstacles that have been challenging. King of Gabriel, that is, well, if it was regular tarot, that would be King of Wands. But this is, Gabriel is the angel that is about inspiration and will and, um, um, let's just say this is someone who wants to help you invest or invest into you and your whatever goals are. Queen of Raphael, of course, is Queen of Cups. But Raphael, he is the archangel of the, you know, the heart, emotions. Also a healer. And here's Hanael again, the high priestess. Now, since she is also, the high priestess is all about intuition and psychic, insights and knowledge. Notice how she is right there, also with the moon card. And then the star, Archangel Jophiel. She's an angel. It means beauty of God. This is an angel that helps you remain grateful and to see the lesson during a time of intense, whether just whenever you're going through shit. Jophiel helps you to remain, I guess, to see the beauty that is still in life, even whenever life is just gotten completely ugly. So basically, moral integrity and remaining true to myself or yourself has helped someone to change the way they are or change the situation that they're in. Um, and by reaching out for divine guidance, um, receiving clarity so that you can begin life again. This is also the Lovers. Because, yeah, in this section, she's also one of the Lover cards. Anyway, so this is clarity. And this is subconscious knowledge. I don't know. I'll just come back to that. So, that was the first pile I did. Second pile I did was this. And the first two that popped out were Hanel and Uriel, which is the Lovers and the Tower. Metatron came out last. Usually whenever his card pops up, that's how I know that I'm done drawing these cards. Okay, so. So Uriel, the Tower, the fire of God. He brings about destruction, but Hanael helps you to, it's about softening your heart and harmonious relationships. It's like really hard to like verbalize any of what these meant because it seems like it is, doubles or confirming the other cards I got. But like in this one, the Chariot is from Archangel Michael. And Michael is, the top archangel. Gabriel, once again, he's the one in charge of inspiration, and he's the patron saint of all creative arts. So, so there's a tower involving a choice that someone has made or has gone through. And so, while all of this trauma is going on, okay, so, oh, this is going to be a horrible video, and I'm sorry, but I don't care. King of Cups, Five of Pentacles, King of Swords, with the Eight of Pentacles, Three of Pentacles, and the Five of Cups. Fives are about difficulties. This is about financial lack and emotional lack. King of Cups, this is someone who is emotionally mature. Eight of Pentacles is, so basically this mature person going through a lot of heartache. King of Swords along with King of Wands. And then King and Queen of Swords continuously pop up. Anyway, this is Eight of Pentacles. This is repetition and practice and learning a craft or skill. And this craft or skill that this King of Cups is learning, they started learning it because of the trouble that they were going through. Now, it comes up with this karma stuff. And, Three of Pentacles. This is collaboration. They are collaborating with someone whether they know it or not. Or they are helping other people who are also going through a big change in their life. Alright, I'll go into more detail with that later. Okay, so these Metatron Oracle cards. It's kind of like these are Sandalphon's just gentle add-ons and clarifications, and he's okay. Now, I totally did not actually read any of the meanings of these cards in depth or actually applied them. So now I feel stupid. So, Archangel Sandalphon, he's in charge of communication. The Tree of Life and the Dimensional Gateway. Tree of Life is journey on. This is about the journey of life, and it's not about the destination. It's about the trip. And this is I wrote notes and now I don't remember anything. Dimensional Gateway. Now Tree of Life goes back to the Book of Enoch and the Metatron, who is an Earth Angel. So Archangel Sandalphon is, with me now, helping me through this journey of life. Dimensional Gateway, this is an invitation to a different life or a different way of being. And this is like the process of becoming an Earth Angel or in some way transformation so that the journey that I'm on can flow more harmoniously. Now, karma is going to come back up on this shit. So, he was the first one to show. And then whenever this card shows up, I know I've drawn enough of those. So, this tree of life or this journey that I'm on, the particular step that I'm on, requires some kind of activation or a change of mindset, as well as some healing, so that my spiritual gifts can be utilized instead of being taken advantage of or unappreciated. It also has to do with because of the way that I stayed in my integrity and kept my morals during my hard times. They just wanted to say, it was seen and it's been appreciated. And your path forward is assured, but you need to, like, it's saying to slow down, but it's more of a take time to smell the roses, which has to do with Jophiel. So it's still loving life and having a good day, even though your circumstances at that time are less than ideal. Because this is karmic, untying the knots, and clarity. Now, karmic, this is about challenges that you are going through right now are of a karmic nature. It's all of this stuff, these challenges are like, this is what all of these are dealing with, is untying karmic knots. This is in order for your life to change or for you to be happy, you yourself have to change. And clarity, going within. Now, this is where the angel Jeremiah, this is where this guy, the guy who helps you stay organized and stay compassionate as you review your life and what you did, others, and stuff like that. This is a guy that helps you to stay objective but compassionate towards yourself so that you aren't beating yourself up, but yet still able to be honest with yourself. Because this Akashic records and the wake up call. This is about a life in review. This is about during this time of pause that I've been in or still am in, staying positive and seeing the beauty of life while also, reviewing myself, evaluation, seeing if there are any patterns, because this wake-up call is whenever a change is about to occur. Doing the last minute repairs or doing any last minute. This is helping me to clarify what this, because karmic knots aren't, some spiritual thing. It is actual psychological thought process. It's not a magical thing. Clarity, it's self-analysis and what are patterns that keep reoccurring. Why do I keep running into, in my situation, it's like material lack and whatever. But I digress. So basically, these runes, let me just spit these out. These runes, because everybody just says they're a whole other thing, okay? So, where did I write that? I am not looking at notes because I totally have all of this shit memorized. Totally. Alright. Now, these actually read from right to left. They're not... America's the only ones. English is the only people who read from left to right and up to whatever. So this is Berkana and Sue's Algiz, um, Laguz, Awaz, and Pertho, which is, this is about, this is also called birch tree. This is about, now whenever it's in reverse, it's about things not growing, not producing fruit. Basically, family or domestic troubles, a lack of care or control, feeling abandoned or taken for granted, and feeling anxiety over the family conflict that one is having. So, but this is ancestral God, as well as this is like divine communication and revealing truth. Okay, anyway, that's so irritating. All right, so there is some kind of conflict that is causing things to not progress for me. And this is, so, I'm doing a terrible job. I don't care. This is a protection rune. This is following your instincts, following your, God, nobody calls all day. All right, anyway. So basically, despite this conflict and whatever sabotage or blockages my family is causing me, I am receiving protection from, my divine, from my spirit guides, and giving me divine messages, which, has to do with Hanel. This is the card for, or the rune for Odin, or ancestral God. So I'm receiving protection from God from the conflict that is, stagnating around. This is also Pertho, cup, which actually also means vagina. But feminine powers, which goes back to Hanayel and the moon card. And this is the card for horse, or transportation, movement, or change for the better, cooperation, and finding partnerships that will help me to progress, which has to do with Sandalphon. And then this is a card for lake or water. Still waters run deep. All things, the undercurrent for life. It's about water, the healing power of renewal, psychic matters, and dream messages, and divine wisdom. So basically, there is a running theme through all of this is about some kind of psychic and spiritual gifts being reimagined or reawakened to help the Queen of Cups overcome this hard time in her life, which is kind of ridiculous. So, all this karmic drama and receiving clarity or understanding about, because it's one, you can know that you're up shit creek, but knowing exactly what shit creek you're up and how you got in that creek and how to get out of that creek and who helped you get into that creek and why you ended up in that creek, that's a whole other thing. So this is also about divine protection, allowing me to develop and grow and transform as it's about letting things go. It's about allowing the tower to fall, because it's in the book that this is how it needs to be, and being mature, and the lack that one is going through, and somehow making it work for you, and collaborating with divine forces, asking for divine assistance, so that you can. God, I'll write that. I don't know. So, King and Queen of Swords. This is some kind of divine guardians. I want to say it's like my grandparents. King of Wands. Now, the archangel or the angel Daniel, he actually protects babies and new babies and things like that, or new developments, or a new person receiving ancestral protection as one is trying to renew themselves. And here we got the High Priestess repeated, and the Star repeated, and the Death card, that's Scorpio. This is transformation right next to the Queen of Cups. So we know they're talking about me. And this Queen of Cups is transforming, as well as receiving messages to help her with her future. Three of Wands. This is waiting for your ships to come in. I hate saying that because you can't just wait for any ship. Any ship ain't gonna help you. You need to wait for the right ship. Because apparently I was just waiting for any ship and hopping on any damn ship and going anywhere as long as it was going somewhere. And that's just not helping. So, because that was a recurring pattern that I had, I would be doing well myself, but then I would start dating someone, and that person is a fucking goddamn mess. And their mess starts holding up my progress, because how dare I make progress while they don't know what the fuck they're doing? Plus, I'm a girl. How are you a girl and you're smarter than me and I'm a guy? Because apparently, having a penis means you're special. I don't know what genitals have to do with anything, personally. So, karmic knots are being untied at this time, and for me to enjoy this moment of stillness that I have, because it's mostly guilt that I'm not, oh, you're not doing more to change your life. And it's like, dude, like for 20 years, like I literally lived out of a suitcase. I literally lived out of a car. Like every month I was moving somewhere else. And that's all about mother wounding and whatever else. And so I don't think any of this was very clear, but this is an ancestral spirit guide letting me know that there is protection from the conflict going on around me. Now, it might not just be my family's conflict, but it could be someone else that is in some way connected to me who is having conflict in their family, trying to spread their disease over to me. But I'm receiving, I'm receiving psychological and spiritual insight, as well as and also it's talking about, like, because I hate being like, oh, I am chosen and I have been chosen to be able to channel messages from the angels above because of my righteousness. Because I didn't really think I was all that righteous until, you know what? I'm looking around me, and apparently I'm a great person. I just didn't have time to think about it. So, well, and also this strength, Leo card, receiving clarity and assistance with material things to help me develop my spiritual gifts. And the wheel of fate, or the wheel, or just change, allowing the wheel to turn, whether it's good or bad, it's meant to be. And something about they being sent someone to help assist me in material manner. And Haniel shows up again about harmonious relationships and the Lover's card. So someone wants to invest in whatever spiritual gifts I have. and Sandalphon and Hanael and Metatron are wanting me to keep a positive attitude and remain grateful and still see the beauty in every day during this upheaval. So basically, it's letting me know just stay in integrity. And because here's another thing people do whenever they're up shit creek, you'd be surprised at how many people don't think to, pray and ask God for assistance or, you know, Jesus take the wheel. You'd be surprised at how many people just start selling drugs or getting in relationships purely for a place to live, using people, finding shallow answers that take from other people. So, I don't know if that makes... Anyway. So, while these karmic knots are untying, staying emotionally mature, and allowing the spirit guides or the divine forces around me to do their work and continue doing my self-analysis and self-therapy so that whenever this change does arrive, I'll be ready. And because they also want me to know I didn't actually make any mistakes. Tree of Life is about, there are no supposed to be. There's no wrong or right path because your destination is fated. Your calling in life is going to happen. It's just different paths to get there. And this is about receiving your crystalline body or activation. Talking about receiving your angel wings and allowing... sitting there and doing nothing is really hard because you have to trust that something is actually happening. You're not just being lazy and giving up. Because you know what? My mom is going to have to learn to live with me and be decent, and I'm going to have to learn to live with her because you don't get to pick your family. You don't just... So whatever struggles that I'm going through, the conflict is all being worked to my benefit and for the higher good. There has been a lot of sabotage and there's been a lot of jealousy and stuff like that, which is really not fair because they might be jealous of me because I'm still able to smile, or I don't know, it just pisses them off that here I have fucking nothing and I'm still smiling and I'm still living just fine. And just, yeah, so, yeah. So, the Tree of Life, also Hanael, is also the guardian of the Tree of Life. And Hanael also escorted Metatron. Well, she escorted Enoch to the heavenly realms. And basically showed up in her chariot to come and pick his ass up. And also Sandalphon, that's Elijah. That was Enoch's brother. So they're also twins of some sort. I don't know. So basically, yeah, that's totally not clear, but there's some kind of transitioning that's happening, and I'm receiving assistance from Archangel Hanael and Uriel at this time, and I am being protected by Gabriel and Michael, and I am receiving insight and Also, it said something about receiving clarity. Clarity does not come all at once. Clarity comes in waves, and you receive each. I will receive each piece as needed in the right time as I can handle it. Because maybe if I got the whole, you know, story right now, it might be overwhelming and freak me out, and then I'll just, who knows, jump off a bridge or get real high and overdose. Who knows? Because sometimes there is a such thing as too much knowledge at too heavy of a time. So while these karmic knots are untying and being worked out on my behalf, um, they still want me to continue looking at myself objectively. Like, is there anyone I need to forgive? Do I need forgiveness? What are any hangups that I have? Because just some last minute, like, or maybe just, and just, also Sandalphon is all about the musical energy and using music to, I guess, heal the soul. Or also, they're like, he's like, I'm going to send you some tunes that will resonate so you can chill. Because, yeah, this Queen of Cups is also a high priestess who is able to still see the beauty in life, despite all the hardships going on around her. And I guess, I have some points I have saved up that they're trying to, utilize. And I just have to trust that something is happening, whether or not it feels like it. And besides that, it's quarantine. Where are you going to go, Morna? With who? There's nowhere to even go. I mean, literally, I have to, like, just sit here and wait it out. And also not murder people. They do not want me to kill my family. Mm-mm. They said I could. Probably get away with it. But how about no? That's, that would also just be, you know, yeah, I'd have to hide the bodies and, all that other stuff. Just, nobody would even notice they were dead. Anyway, so, yeah. So this was a goddamn mess. But there you go.